Hi.
Hello.
We recently have active release technique level 2 certification. What's the difference between level 1 and level 2, please?
Okay, level 1 is more single contact to help muscle slides. But let me just tell you about active release techniques. Active release techniques works on the premise of getting one muscle to slide relatively to the other. So if one muscle is stuck over the other, we try to get that relative motion out to help eliminate pain, because it works on the premise of mechanical failure results in pain. So for example, let me just demonstrate the difference between level 1 and level 2, because level 1 is single contact and level 2 we are using double contact to get the muscles to slide, so to get relative motion between two muscles. So for example, I will do a level 1 technique on the quads here. Just now I already found a particular spot where Chris has a restriction. So, and over here I can feel that his vastus, there is a lack of slide in the vastus lateralis, so it's pulling along. I can feel. So I'm going to do a level 1 technique, a single contact technique on releasing his vastus lateralis. So what's going to happen? You're just going to move your leg in. You're going to use your right hand to hold the leg up this way. Okay, so this is the end position. Okay, so the first is the start position. So what's going to happen? Right there. Okay. In, out. Okay, go. So this is. So what's happening in this case is that I'm putting I'm putting tension on the area where there is a lack of slide on his vastus lateralis, and then getting his leg to go through a full range of motion in terms from extension to flexion. Okay, so this is level 1 release of the vastus lateralis. So basically I can work along anywhere, or I might do a few more passes, but now let me demonstrate level 2. So just now what I felt was also a lack of slide in the vastus lateralis, because the vastus lateralis sits next to the rectus femoris. So what I'm going to get is I'm trying to get the vastus, I'm going to lock the vastus lateralis and get relative motion of the rectus femoris with respect to the vastus lateralis. This is to get the muscles to slide past one another. Okay, so what's going to happen? Okay, this is a spot here which I found. Okay, you're going to do the first maneuver just now again, as you did just now. Okay, you're going to lock up. Okay, you lock that up. Okay, and now when you lock it up, what's going to happen? While you hold on to the leg, okay, I'm going to put my thumb now sliding in the opposite direction of the rectus femoris. So my vastus lateralis, I'm pushing it distally towards his knee, and the rectus femoris, the tension, I'm pushing it proximal to this hip. Okay, so now from this position, while you hold on to the leg, you lie down. So I'm getting the muscles to slide. Lie down. Yep. Hold on. So why am I doing this? Because the rectus femoris attaches itself to the top of the hip, to the ASIS joint. So I'm getting to slide in the opposite direction with respect to the vastus lateralis. Okay, done.
Could you recap for us again what is the difference between level 1 and level 2?
Let me just go through what's ART. ART, the whole premise is about getting relative motion between two muscles, or getting relative motion of a particular muscle over a joint to help eliminate pain. So level 1 is what is taught in level 1 is all single contact. So we are just trying to get a muscle to move proximal or distal to encourage slide of the muscle, because the muscle can be facilitated by scarring, adhesions, trigger points. So pain is caused by the inability of the muscle to slide. Whereas in level 2, we are trying to get one muscle to slide relative to the other. So we are trying to, like, for example, just now for Chris, his quads, I was just trying to get the vastus, trying to get the rectus femoris to slide past the vastus lateralis. So I locked up the vastus lateralis and I got the rectus femoris to slide. So I was locking it in the distal manner. The other one I was getting the muscles to slide proximal towards the body. So I'm trying to get that slide. So basically level 2 is ART on steroids. So you generally with 1 or 2 passes I get the whole thing fixed.
Thank you.